Welcome to Yeshiva Daf. She responds to Lui Nishbas. I'm Yaakov Shalom. Now we're holding Metzia Daf Mem Dalet. We're starting the Mishnah on the end of Gimel base. So the Mishnah. Hachoyshev l'shloach yad v'fikod. Someone who's thinking of touching the pikadon. B'tshamo yichayev b'silam einu chayev yishlach b'yad. Shabbos say yichayev just for the thought. And Basil says you're not chayev until he actually sholach yad. Shneimar, you must sholach yado, you need to be sholach yad. Now, the Rishonim already bring a question. What does a choyshev mean? Just puts it out. Does choyshev mean thinking, or you mean saying? It has to do with the same mechlokes, but gabi kotche. When we know Megid Masechet Zvachim, the idea of pigul, someone has the wrong thought. Is it machshava? It has to be a dibur. Toises learns a dibur. It has to be dibur. Machshava is nothing. Rashi Pasha also. But Rashi there's different theories. Some Rishonim learned that it's a machshava b'al, and that's good enough. So it's a discussion. What is it? And it has to do with the machlokes, the Shulchan Aruch and the Goel. You have to say brikas atoyu on machshava. Does machshava have any power in it? Now the Mishnah says another point. Person has a barrel and he tilted on its side to take a revis. Finish barrel and the barrel broke. He's chayav for what he took out. Nothing else. He didn't pick up the rest. But he picked up the barrel. He took a revis out of it. Because when he picked it up, he did a gbar. By doing a gbar, he's cutting the whole thing. So that's the between the two things.
But what was he doing with his friend's copies?
He's the shomer.
So was he allowed to use it?
No. But it's shlichus yad, you're not chayav until you don't do agbor or mashiach. So here, when he just tilts it, there's no agbor mashiach, and let's accept the revis, which we accepted in his own thing. Says the Gemara, how do we know the first point? He's chayav. It says dvar pesha, and here it's vash like this. It's dvar l'shon dibur. The Gemara understands that dibur machshava is in the same realm. If Chura Kurtes is very good because we don't really talk about dibur. Because you already showing dibur machshava have the same thing. He's not chayav until he actually does shluchus yad shleimayim l'shlach yadoros le'eu. Just thinking about it, it's not. Only b'chal b'sil v'alek v'neemar a kol dvar pesha. It says dibur, var pesha. When we see the Elvichama look for Neema, lo shalach biyad v'chazeu shlichus yad. Kevata uloyma kol var pesha. So what are you going to do kol pesha according to Metzia? Shecholein li elihu. Omar la'avdo yishluchu b'nayim. If he said the shliach, how do you know it works? Uloyma kol var pesha. That's kol var pesha to tell you that he works with sending a slave or a shivcha. And this opens up a discussion. Does this work also? Do we say that you have shlichus? We know that by Gezel, we find a Tvichu Mechir you have Shlichus. Is the Torah telling you have Shlichus, or especially in Nevid or not? So when he tells the Chavis, we tell the barrel, just maybe just to mention one thing regarding this idea, that the Acharim have a big question. They ask, we said that he has to pick up the Chavis, and that's his Gibi Koinet. Why don't you say there's a kid in the Chatzah? He's Koinet because it's in his Chatzah, it's in Rishus. He's Koinet. Okay, but now that he wants to be kohen, the should be kohen. So some Rishonim want to say what's truly saying. Some Rishonim want to say the kohen chutzah works only when you bring it into the chutzah. It's not enough to be in the chutzah; it needs to be brought into the chutzah. Here, when he brought it in, he wasn't there to buy it. Now it's already there; it's already too late. Some Rishonim want to say it that way. There's many Rishonim and Acharim on this. How do you understand why you don't kohen chutzah? Does kohen chutzah work when it's standing? Some want to say that with the Ketei learns is that right now it's in the rishus of the owner. It's not considered to be the rishus of the shomer because the owner put it there. So right now it's as if it's his embassy. It's in his embassy. Okay. Says the Gemara, it's only if he tilted the barrel and then the barrel broke. So you tell him you're not chayav on what I didn't pick up. But if it got sour, mishalam is cool. He has to be the whole thing. My time, what does it mean? A barrel which is not full, so it's easier for it to get spoiled. So by him taking a revis out, he caused the entire barrel to get spoiled. So it's not an indirect, it's direct. He did it with his hands. He picked it up, he took out from it, he picked it up. And then actually, by picking it up in the intention to do shechus yad, he's kohen the chavis. Even if he didn't take out yet. So lema kasova shmuel shechus yad and it's all chesed. The you see from here, shechus yad, you don't have to lose anything. Just picking it up, you have the intention, it's already chayav. Here, he is chisar. What's the revis? Hi, so why do you take the revis? He wants the barrel to hold on to the revis, like we said before, to make it sure not to get spoiled. So really, he's taking the revis and the barrel is a bosses. But now that he's not doing chisar. He picks up a wallet to take one coin out of it. But wine, a small portion of the wine is being kept by having a lot of wine. So he's using it. Aval zuzo minter, on its own is also good. So taking the whole thing, that means it's shechusat shem chisar. To use the dinar taker. So at the end of the day, it's easier to guard $100 than $1. So that's why I want to take the whole thing in one shot. So really, it's again for his own benefit. It's not the chisar. He's taking one and just keeping the rest as a guard. That's called shechus yad chisar. So it says, as it says, the takeoy. And that's where we end this parak. And really, this goes back to many of the discussions that we had in the previous dapim, which is how do you define sheila? How do you define shechus yad? How do you define gzelo? That's a lot of the rishonim or juggling over here. So here I have shechus yad. You have to have chisaron. You have a chisaron, but with the chisaron you have something which is with it. So how do you define it? That goes back into that discussion, and we'll leave it with that. So the Mishnah. Hazov koines hakesef. Person wants to give silver. If one person is giving silver or coins, which are the same, and one person is giving a gold. The din is that when you do Meshicha is koin. We're going to learn later in the parak why Meshicha is koin. Is that the rice of the Rabbon? But Meshicha is what's koin. So how does Meshicha work? So let's go first of all to the case, which is the classic case. Someone comes and wants to buy a sweater from his friend. So he gives him money. He's not koin. Until what? Until he's going to be moishech the sweater. He picks the sweater and brings it to himself. That's Meshicha. So if you pick up the money, you're not koin. Now we have the cloud. The Meshicha needs to be on the item. The money, you don't do Meshicha on the money. The money, you pay, but you have to do Meshicha on the item, then you have to give the money. So once he took the sweater, he's obligated to give the money. Now the Gemara is talking about silver and gold. Rashi says, talking about silver coins and gold coins. He wants to buy with silver coins, gold coins. So what's the in our parak, what are we going to call the item? The item is called a pre, a fruit. And the money is called money. What's the money? What's the pre? We say the gold is the pre. And the money is not. Money is money. It's silver. So when he gives the silver to buy the gold, he's not going to buy the gold. But when he pulls the gold, does Meshicha on the item, the gold is the pre, he's obligated to give the money. Hazov, pulling the Zov, picking up the Zov, the gold, Koines HaKesef makes him obligated on the silver. HaKesef ain't no Koines HaZov. But the opposite, no. If you pull up the silver, you're not creating the Zov, because the silver is the coins, that's the money. It's not creating the pre. So the rule is always, when you pull the pre, the item, the transaction happens. You pull the money, transaction not happen. Gold and silver is the money, gold is not. Now that's silver and gold. What about nechoshes, copper? Hanechoshes koines hakesef. Hakesef ain't no koines hanechoshes. You say still, silver is the money and the copper is the item. So the gold, which is more expensive than the silver, is the item and the silver is the coins. And copper, which is less expensive than the silver, is the item, and the silver is the coins. The silver is always the coins, and the Gemara is going to explain why. Yes, the choishes is always the third, right? That's the third. Bad money, which means is not as accessible, you can't use it as much. With that, nifsal, you coin regular money, because what's the item? The bad money. What's the money? The good money. Va'yofa say because the rose, but the opposite does not work. Exact same idea. A simoin, koines avadbeha. What's a simoin? Rashi learns.
Why shouldn't you be kind? You want the rice. If you want the cautious.
Our din is when you have, if I buy you apples, and I give you money, am I koine or not?
Take it away.
No, I didn't touch the apples.
What?
I didn't touch the apples. You have to be shikha. That's the thing over here. The item needs to be the thing which is minusha.
Right, but you still have to make mishicha. Even
Mishicha on the gold.
On the gold.
That's
so
it.
if I'm buying silver,
That's what I'm saying. Hazov, koines a kesef. If you moishech the zov, you koine the kesef. If you moishech the kesef, you're not koine the gold. Because the kesef is the money. You can't be koine money. So similar words as asimoin.
So how are you koine kesef?
If you depends what you're buying with.
If I'm buying with gold.
With gold, you have to take the gold. I mean, the other thing I'll pay you the gold.
What?
The other one will take you with the gold. It's kind of the kesef. We'll discuss. Asimoin koines avadbeha. Asimoin, Rashi says the coin is not has no tsura, so it's not a real coin. Koine because the coin. And the koines asimoin. The opposite does not work. Metaldim koines avadbeha. Now here we're getting to the classic case. Metaldim movables, the coin and the money. Madbeha and the koines avadbeha not metaldim, but the opposite not. Why? Either you say the word zaklal or not, but then we do have a rule over here. Because we have a rule. The reason Chorah says zaklal because the next step does not necessarily is negeh. But if you have two metaltalim, two items, so then they coin each other. Ketzad. Mashachim en peres veloy nosol loy mois. He took it, and now the Mishnah goes on with the diuk. If I'm giving you a sweater for a shirt, whatever your moishich is good. Sweater for money, you have to moishich the sweater. Ketzad. Nasan loy Moshe in Paris. He took the item. Philo Nosol Mois gave him money, and you're because the Mashiach is going. But Nosol Mois gave him money. Philo Moshe in Paris didn't pull the fruits. You're why? Because Mashiach is what's going. The one who punished the people, the Amad Palago, what did Lipar Mishaino Mibidur is going to be punished. The one who doesn't keep his word. Yeah, you could change your mind, but if you change your mind, it's wrong. Wrong to lie. Whoever's holding on to the money, he's a yodel. Rashi says, we're going to see in the Gemara, that he says that if the seller is holding on to the money and the item, he can change his mind. But if the buyer if it's by the buyer, he can't change his mind. So we'll get to that. Says the Gemara, Rebbe taught his son, Hazav koines kesef. We see it in our Mishnah. You pull the gold, you koine the kesef, because the kesef is the silver is the coins, and the gold is the item. Amalei Rebbe said, "My Rebbe, who's he talking to? Reb Shimon is talking to his father, and he's calling him Rebbe. So here, the place you want to bring should have son call his father Rebbe when he's teaching him Torah. What should you call him? Dad. He calls him Rebbe and say Abba. Okay." Shaniso, you taught us. When you were young, when you were a child, you taught us. Hakesef koines azov. Then you said the opposite. That the gold is the money, and the silver is the item. And when you pull the silver, you create the azov. And now when you're old, you change your mind and you're saying azov koines hakesef. Now you're saying you pull the gold, you create the kesef. So you ask the question, what are you doing, my father? So the one that goes to explain. What changed from his childhood and his old age? Gold, which is more important, that's the coin. Whatever's more important is the coin, that is the money. But money, which is not chashuv, have a pair, that's the item which is being nikar. The coin and the imperative, that's when you pick up the silver, you're creating the gold. When we came old, he held Kaspo, silver, with $1 base, the charik, which is very easy to, that's the coin everybody uses, Havitiv, that's the coin. The Havod, the Lichorif, gold, which is not as easy to run with, Shadin is, Havapir, that's the fruit. The coin Lepir, the Tivo, that's why the gold is carrying the kesef. I don't agree with Amisha, I go with his childhood. You say copper is koine kesef. I mean, copper is the item. You want to tell me that silver compared to the gold, which is more expensive, is the money, and the silver is the item. So you see, what copper is different. Even though when you compare silver to gold, silver is the item and gold is the money. The copper is different. If you want to tell me that silver compared to gold is more exchangeable and therefore it's choshuv, when you're talking comparing to gold, you're saying it's considered to be the coin. It's also more important and also more exchangeable. You can use it in an easier way. What's the chiddush to say that the silver is coined the copper? Says the Gemara, these copper coins, in the place where you use them, they're more usable than silver. We always say it's because there's some places. So you only have copper, pure out. So the Gemara really says, I'm going to be the majority of places, and I have to assume that silver coin is the money. Now this, we have a shur machshava on this basis, a shir for later tonight. Just to mention, was brought down that kesef is loshen nichsoif nichsafti. Kesef is like the maskon of the Gemara. Kesef is what's bringing you to something, and you're earning to something. Zov is loshen zehav. That's the tachla. That's what you're trying to reach. Zav is what you're buying. Kesef is the element to get there. So Abchia agrees that gold is a coin. Rav borrowed money from the Dar of Abchia. The Soif Aiko Dinori. Then the dinar became more expensive, meaning the currency of dinar went up. Also, Zil Shalim Lo Tavin Mitkilim. Go give her good coins that weigh the same. Give her the full coins. You won't tell me that gold is coins. Shafir, I understand why, because always the money is the benchmark. So if I borrow it for you, that's the halacha, and this we're going to get to soon in the Masechta, to break Ezu Neshech, the break of Ribbis. If I borrow from Mendy $100, can Mendy give me back $100 a year later? Yes. What about inflation? What about movement of the currency? $100 is $100. Why? Because the money, that's the benchmark. I borrowed 100, give me 100. What can you buy with 100? That's already secondary. But the benchmark, what I'm following is the money. So if you tell me that gold is money, so you took gold, you returned gold, even though the exchange rate changed. So Havilei, and you hold the gold is now money, you hold the gold is an item, it's like fruit. Havilei sale also. We're going to learn in Ezu Neshech. If I lend to Mendy, I lend him wheat, and the wheat is worth $4, and now there's inflation, the wheat worth $5, he can't give me back the wheat $5. It's called sale b'sale, because the sale changes the rate, it's called ribbis. So here, if you call the gold is not a coin, how can you take a gold and you give another gold back? So what Rav didn't have, answer is, Rav already had golden coins by him when he took the loan. He had the money. The money was by him. Now, so why did he take a loan? Well, the money was either, invested, it was in the bank, it wasn't reachable. He had the money, he just didn't want to use it. When you have the money, it's like someone telling his friend, please let me until I get the key to open the jar, or until my son comes and he has the keys. Meaning, that's how Ribbis. Ribbis is, Reuben gives a loan to Shimon. Shimon has nothing to pay. Shimon eventually makes money, pays back. That's the Ribbis. But if Shimon is holding on to the money, it's as if right now you already gave it to Reuben. So that's why there it's okay. The following Tana holds the gold coins is money, not fruits. Whenever the Gemara says the word pruta, what is pruta? An eighth of the Easter. The mind of community, what do we use pruta for? We can do sheisha, because we mentioned that Isha is a pruta. Easter, what's a Easter? It's 124 b'dinar. The mind of community, what's memkar? Regarding shtus, right? We're going to learn that also soon. Shtus means when a person bought something with a 6 more than it's worth, So you have to go, if it's more than 6, you return the mekach. 6 exactly, you give back the difference. So that's a shtus. So that's what we say, yes, to tell you about a shtus, even though Rav points out, you could have said it in the prut also. Shtus. We said, we bring an example, what we're using Yisra for a shtus. Dino shekesev, what is Dino shekesev? It's 1 of 25 of a golden coin. Lemayev Camino's of Camino, Le Pidyon Aben. I want to use Pidyon Aben. What do you do Pidyon Aben? Right? It's Chamisha Shkolim. Says Rashi, Shekel Doraisu Sela. Vasela Dal Dinori Kesef. So if I want to know what's the Dinori Kesef, very simple. Dinori Kesef is 1 of 25 of the Dinor Zav. That's so you're getting to the gold. So you tell me that the gold is the currency, is the coin. Shai Tani b'mid the kids. So Tano is Mishai based on a fixed amount. In other words, based on coins. So the Tana is telling you, oh, by the way, silver is 1 of 24 in gold. No, it depends. The gold changes its value. It's not a currency. You want to mention it for Pidyon Aben. But in my Pidyon Aben is based on the gold. And the gold fluctuates. So whatever I'm giving to the coin may change as well. Now the fact that I'm counting the silver based on coin on gold, and that's my benchmark, you see the gold is the real coin. Okay? So that's what the Gemara brings a raya from there. Okay, let's start. We'll see the story in mind, so we'll stop. The Gemara says, Thanos, we learned. First, should not take sela of Maisa Shady and should not turn it to gold. Still material. Still say you could. So what does it mean? Taking the sela, which is silver, and making it on gold. They hold that money, the silver is money. The gold is the fruit, is the item. You can't take money of Ma'aseh Sheni and exchange that for fruits. Because what is Ma'aseh Sheni? Ma'aseh Sheni is fruits that grew in the land. If you want to redeem them, you redeem them for money. That money you have to take to Yerushalayim. You can't take the money and give it to fruits. You can't redeem it. So if I hold that silver is money, and I want to exchange it for gold, I can't. Because the gold is, because I can't take money to Piro. Okay, what does Basil hold? Kaspo Piro. Silver is the fruits, is the item. Like the Yeldusoy of Rebbe, that the gold is the coin. That's why I'm exchanging the silver for the gold. That's one way to explain it. I'm taking fruits and exchanging that for money, even gold, that's you do Michal. Similar to what we say regarding silver, according to the sheet of the holes, that silver is not coins. The gospel gave the Hava Pira, even though when I'm comparing gold to silver, gold is the coins, silver is the fruits. But the Gava Pira Tivave. But regarding the fruits, it is a coin. There's a coin. Zovnami, Levichamai, gold also, Apagav, the Hava gave the gospel Piravi, even though gold it's considered to be a fruit, Gava Pira Tivave. For a fruit, what does More say? More says like this. I'm telling you that when you have gold and silver, I'm going to say that the gold is the coins and the silver is not, or vice versa. It doesn't mean that always gold is fruits. Gold in comparison to the silver, it's fruits. But gold, when you're using it for coins, it is a coin. Gold is a coin. So, we have a meaning? Have a meaning? Let me have a meaning. So when gold is compared to silver, it's less money than silver. But when it's not compared to silver, it is coins. So that's what it says. If I want to exchange silver for gold, machlekes b'chan b'sila, can I do that or not? But if I want to exchange gold for, if I want to change fruits for gold, everybody agrees you could do. So we'll continue afterwards. Okay, say it.